Welcome back to another video lesson, engineers. In exercise 09, we are creating this part. You can call it a cog, you can call it a gear, depends on the use. A gear is typically something used for heavier operations, like your car might have a gear, or your cars definitely have gears. And then your watch, it also has gear-like structures, but they are usually called cogs, C-O-G. So either cog or gear is the terminology for this specific type of part. Let's go ahead and create this part. So open Autodesk Inventor, start a new part, go to Tools, Document Settings, Units, Millimeters, click Apply and Close. 3D Model, click Start a 2D Sketch. And we're actually going to be creating all of the circles and a rectangle, and then we're going to be using, for this specific lesson, you're going to learn how to create a pattern. You're not going to have to draw every single thing here. That's the power of Inventor. So start a 2D sketch, click XY plane. The inside diameter is 50, so click circle, click the origin. That should be already set to diameter. If it is not, right click and click on diameter. If it's not, type 50, press enter, click front to zoom out, and then we have a diameter here of 78 and a diameter of 90. So again, from the center, draw a circle that is 78 in diameter, and then another circle that is 90 in diameter. Alright, so here the technical drawing gives us all of the information we need. The tooth, these are called teeth. So on a gear, the little parts that protrude out, they're called teeth. So this tooth, all of the teeth have this this dimension of 10. So what we need to do is click on the rectangle tool, and on this section right here, what I want you to do is click and draw a rectangle that looks like that. Don't worry about the dimensions right now. It should be crossing these two lines, just like that. Then click dimension, click that right line right there, and make that 10. And we're going to be using the constraint to put that right at the center where we need it to be. So find the horizontal constraint and click it. Click on the origin, and then find the midpoint of that rectangle and click, and it'll pop it into place where we need it to be. Our next step is to constrain this line right here by tangent. So click tangent, click this line, and then click the outside large diameter. And what it's going to do is it's going to put it exactly where we need it. Now I noticed that the rectangle that I drew was kind of long, and that's fine. Let me tap escape a couple times. I'm going to move my mouse on top of the line here, and I'm going to click and hold and drag it to the right so that it sits right in between these two circles. Now I need to just go ahead and click on this outside circle and press delete on the keyboard. I don't need that anymore. What I need though is, let me dimension from the origin to this line just to lock that in place so it doesn't move. And I want to then click the trim command. So I'm going to click trim, and I want to trim this line right here and all of these other lines on the inside, just so that I only have this outside section. Okay, I'm going to tap escape a couple times. Now here's where Inventor is super powerful. I don't have to redraw this 16 times. There's 16 teeth on this gear, by the way. You have to count them. You have to go 1, 2, 3, and go on all the way around. So there's this tool called Circular Pattern. Click on it, and then click on the 3 lines that make the tooth right here. They should turn a different color. Then there's this little arrow here. Click on that little arrow. And then click on the center circle. Click on the outside circle right here. And let's move that over. This should say 360 degrees because that's how many degrees are in a circle. And then the number of patterns, we're going to change that to say 16. And you should faintly see a preview of what you're about to do. Okay, so again, let's repeat that skill. Click on circular pattern. Click on the 3 lines that make up what you're going to create a circular pattern of. Click on this little arrow so that you can select the axis. Click on the outside circle, change that to 16. Don't change this, this should say 360. Click OK, and there's your teeth. Now here's the tricky part, or the more tedious part. Click on trim, and between all of the teeth, make sure that you trim the part we don't need, so that it actually can extrude into the gear shape. Once you've done that, click Finish Sketch. Click on the little home so it zooms out. And the thickness is 10. So extrude, click your gear by 10, and there you have it. There is your gear. Alright students, so at this point in time, in the last video, I challenged you to create the technical drawing on your own. So that's what I want you to do for this one as well, for exercise 09. Create the technical drawing on your own. If you are struggling with creating the technical drawing on your own, that's okay. Get my help, get a friend's help, or go back to the other earlier exercise videos where you learn how to make technical drawings and review those skills. So that's what I want to see for this part, exercise 09. Create the technical drawing, make sure to update the eye properties to reflect the summary information, make sure your name's on it. I do want you to color this part a different color, and then move on. So that is exercise 09. I hope you enjoyed that lesson, and don't forget about that circular pattern. That is a powerful tool that you'll be using in other parts later on and throughout the course.